I mean, the EP evolved from basically us losing 2 members of our group, and we sang a lot of like a cappella music, and then we decided to pick up instruments, started writing with acoustic guitar and piano, and we just started writing different music. And the first song that came out of that was By the River, the song that we did. So we just started like going with it and just going down that path, and then we started getting other musicians involved, and we got with the band, and then we started writing music with the band, and the EP came out of that. So it was just like a new experience for us. So we're really excited about it because it's the first time we've ever put out a body of work under this new type of sound that we've developed. So. By the River was that song. Yeah. I mean, like, when we first wrote By the River, we literally were like, we can't do anything with this song. Because it was so different from anything we had ever done. And even our manager was like, you know, this song is so amazing, the lyrics, I love it, but don't ever write a song like that again. Like, what am I going to do? But when we performed it live,
he wasn't sold until we performed it live.
And the reaction and just how much people got into it, and then it was like, all right, that's our single. It's all changed. Like, we're going to go with that. So.
I mean, I think it talks to us. We're talking to ourselves, like, who are we? It represents our evolution as a band. It's really about like finding out who we are. What are we doing? What's the meaning of life? No,
yeah, I think
not that serious.
I think also like we came into music doing something that we thought we were supposed to do. This is what you do when you do music. You write songs like this, you act like this, and then when we started shedding all of that, you start realizing I have to figure out who we are. Like we had to figure out.
We came to a point where we were just like, all right, let's just do what we feel, and whatever comes, comes.
Yeah, and Who Am I came out of that.
It's crazy, it's surreal. My dad, he's a musician, and he was a fan of him his whole life, so, you know, and he just passed away like a couple years ago, but he got to meet him before he passed away, and you know, really sit down and talk to him. So that it was cool to see that interaction. But he's given us so many stories. You know what I mean? Like the stories that he has are crazy. The stuff he tells us about. So, and then just being around him and
yeah, you at first you get all nervous like, yo, this is Leon Huff, but then he's just a cool old dude with mad stories.
He barely talks, to be honest with you. Like if he doesn't like you, he's just like he doesn't. I think because so many people have, you know, when you're somebody who's that famous, especially in our area, Philly, it's like huge. People always want something from you, so I think he's kind of a little standoffish at first, but once you get to know him, he talks a lot. Who am I? Listen, where we come from in South Jersey,
like Chris Christie?
We got farmland, you know, we got
we're called the Garden State for a reason, right? Isn't everyone into like this garden culture and everything? We are the Garden State.
We actually are Atlantic City. You just got to get past the upper part.
He's all making points against it. Jersey, I think where we grew up in Jersey, it's actually an extension of Philadelphia. So we grew up
without the city, though.
Yeah. But I mean, like we grew up with a different mindset that people from North Jersey grew up with.
Yeah,
it's a total separation. So yeah, like we're Eagles fans. So
because you know Jersey doesn't really have a team.
No, definitely not.
Well, we came from being an R&B group. Just from that to now is totally different.
I think it speaks of the evolution of us musically. As a like we started out as, you know, a Boys to Men-ish, Take Six type of R&B a cappella group, doing a lot of oldies music. That's how we met Leon Huff, and then evolving into whatever you want to call our music now with a band. I mean, and we do it in all different setups acoustically, or we have like a full electric band also. But I think the evolution speaks to that, like how we started out doing one thing and just naturally moved into this new form of music that just came out of us from all of our backgrounds and influences, because we all come from different places and we all experienced music differently growing up.
I do like Metallica.
Yeah. I mean, I think nowadays people aren't surprised to hear stuff in your. I mean, maybe jazz, maybe some jazz stuff, classical, like you know, Beethoven or Mozart, stuff like that. I have in my iTunes that I listen to, but I listen to a lot of everything just because, you know, always trying to get inspiration musically and from a production standpoint, just trying to learn new ways to produce music. And so I think people wouldn't be surprised, but
especially nowadays.
Can you think of anything?
I just don't listen to pop music. I listen to mostly everything except for pop.
I mean,
heavy metal. Sorry, guys.
Maybe for me, Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
Because I'm not Spanish.